we did have the idea that we wanted it to be a little bit more literate, a bit more, we did have the idea of the body.
A hot drop. Hey, everybody. I don't have my Beachbody ear mic yet, so it's either I'm either on mic or I'm on camera. Don't worry, I'll be back there most of the time. But I gotta introduce myself, right? Hello. It's time to get sweaty. I am wearing the finest tank top that I got out of a Yeti mystery pack. Because I was like, you know what? It's summer. It's time to get these guns out. Time to take the sleeves off. Sleeves off summer. That's that. I'm calling it. You're at a hair salon for the first time, and man, this dryer thing is hot. Yeah, but it's like, it'll probably never. Well, I guess dryers actually could scald you. Yeah, don't let it scald you. But yeah, after a while, you can kind of enjoy the toastiness. Dry Run, thank you for the sub. All right, I'm still poking through still poking through adventure mode. I've been playing on the maximum difficulty. Yeah, 30, which I'm honestly gonna say at this point was not a good idea. Because it is making it's so difficult. It's so hard. It just makes playing it so slow. Really, you just have to do so many reps. But my gamer pride won't allow me to do anything but that. So that's what I'm doing. I gotta turn it up. The quiet part of the song. I think that's fine. Never asked me if I feel hungry before. Luckily, I actually had a pretty dense breakfast. So I gotta work it off. Yeah, don't bother me. I was just lamenting it. The poor game just wanted to help.
Keep your posture straight. 3, 2, 1, go! Alternate bringing your knees up to touch the ring con. Make sure your back is straight. Last time. All right, good. Next is the heel lift stretch. Bring the insides of your ankles up toward the ring con. Focus on moving the insides of your ankles upward. Last time. All right, good. Next is the back straightening stretch. Take a big step forward and drop your hips. Don't let your knees move too far forward. Make sure your toes are pointed straight ahead of you. Let's do one more of each. All right, good. Finally, spread your feet. Raise the ring con above your head and lean to the side. Be sure to keep your lower back straight. As you exhale, begin to lean. Let's do one more of each. Great job!
Something popped. Good. Oh, Weatherbox, you got this because of the streams? I'm glad to hear that. Yeah, it is an ulterior motive of mine. The hope that by streaming this, just kind of like, just gets people moving a little bit, one way or the other. It's a good game too. Oh yeah, I was just thinking about that too. I've been really tight last couple of days. I think it was like, I'm working it out slowly, but I think traveling, I probably didn't drink enough water, probably didn't have great posture, and I was standing and like moving around a lot more. I've just had these knots in my back, but I'm working them out. However, quamst ever, I think I will favor yoga exercises to try and like really roll that stuff out. so I will probably be focused. Well, it's weird. I can try to focus on upper back, but well, anyway, I might do my exercises around that. Hey, Pop-Tart, it's good to see you. Curly, you've been thinking about getting one of these type things? Well, if you have a Switch, I think this is a really, really good. It's the best like exercise game I've played. And I've tried a few, not all, but a few. Oh, you're starting to recover from the operation, Pop? Good to hear. Have at least one. Quite a few poses you can't do in this game. That's unfortunate. Usually there's like... The game may not have all this information, but a lot of these poses would have variants, I would imagine. That kind of like work the same sort of groups. But, you know, that's a bummer.
Okay, time to run.
Gotta double them ingredients. These are like really slick shorts. I just now realized they're on inside out. Part of it. But I might have to cinch this down a little bit. These are like really zippy. Not a whole lot for this strap to grab onto. Okay.
Skill.
Actually,
Tree pose.
Having zippy shorts is gonna make this a challenge too.
Slowly bend to the left. Perfect. Lower a little more. Remember to breathe. Bend a little more. Bend a little more. Bend a little more. Okay, let's switch sides. Don't forget to switch legs.
Ooh, is there Final Fantasy 14 tonight? Yes. Yes, there is. We're gonna beat the heck out of Pandemonium 1 Savage. P1S. Very noisy? I guess there are a lot of sound effects and noise going off. Or is that more of a commentary on the stream? Also, Orlando Trustful, I don't know what that is. So I have no stance on it. Okay. My leg cool off for a little bit.
Slowly bend to the right. Slowly return to the starting position. Fully extend your spine. Bend a little more. Bend a little more. Excellent! Okay, let's select a skill.
Yes, that felt great. Oh, God. Fire. Oh, it's a workout. Someone playing bagpipes from Jupiter every time somebody does a simple movement. I understand. Okay. Yeah, no worries. I gotcha. I was just curious. Referring to. Good clarification. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Yeah, I saw Ruby. Wait, hold on. So, oh yeah, Ruby. Yes. I agree. It could use more battle variants. It's like all the music is variations on like the one battle theme. Some of the variations are nice. It'd be nice to have more. It would also be nice to just have more. Yeah, you hear it a lot. The good thing is it's pleasant enough. It kind of fades into the background. It's just like pleasant, uplifting wallpaper music, but it is baked into my brain. Yeah, in a way that I think some video game music hasn't for a long time.
To evolve, press Lunge Pose. Slowly twist to the left. Slowly return to the starting position. Hook your elbow on the knee of your bent forward leg. Okay, let's switch sides. Don't forget to
Forgetting it only
switch
like-
legs.
No, 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 no.
Slowly twist to the right.
No.
That's it. Twist a little more. Try and keep your lower body still. Slow down a bit.
Can't remember how to recalibrate the ring. Oh, here we go.
Slowly twist to the right. Slowly return to the starting position. Great moves.
Hey, James Fisto. Good to see you. I'm wearing like ultra slick shorts today. Not this big of a problem.
You did it!
Kidding me. That has never happened before. Ah. Looky, zippy shorts. Why is the controller strapped to your leg? To measure your leg. How it knows when you're running. And then there's a lot of exercises that sort of measure the angle of your legs too. That in conjunction with the angle, position, and compression of the ring con. Yeah, if you, like during these running sequences, there are parts that you can optionally do high knees, so it measures how high your legs go, or how fast, really. It measures it for squats, things like that. You actually have to do the motion, and I mean, the game can only track those 2 points, but it does a really good job of making those fairly instrumental to how the movement goes. Like Zelda, except you actually gotta get that bastard open.
Select the skill.
I'm gonna pull a gamer move here. Oh, damn. I'm gonna put down some corn soup to make my gut powerful more. Gut more powerful, whatever. Give me ab power up. Now for the ultimate maneuver. It's like the easiest one. I actually like this because it does really like kind of work out the range of motion of my back. When I use my like shoulder blades to sort of yank my shoulders back. Very good about rolling those shoulders back. I feel like that's for me, a big gamer. This is like something that I've just done. So gotta relearn how to carry like my arms on my body.
Standing twist. Twist. Right, left, 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 right, left. Focus on moving your arms from your shoulders. Right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Halfway there. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. 20 more. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. 10 more. Left, right, left. 5 more. Left, right. Excellent. You should feel it in your stomach when you breathe out.
Not today.
Select a skill and attack.
Bell dog.
go. Be careful not to lower your elbows. Very nice. Amazing. All right. Perfect. Well done. Amazing. Okay. Yes. Yes. Sharp. Neat. Nice. Okay. Excellent. Nice. Yes. Yes. Keep it up. Good job. Wonderful.
This one's so good for me because it helps me like really work those pinchy muscles in between the shoulder blades. Those are just off by default, which is really bad issue with posture. This helps me find them and talk to them again and be like, no, we got to get you beefed up. To get you pulling, take the load off some of the other muscles back there.
Great! Excellent! Nicely done!
Yeah, it's almost like a thermometer. As I do this exercise, I can feel the muscles higher and higher up my back start to activate, and that means that the ones lower are getting like tired. But I have to like keep kind of pushing the activity further down on my back, because after a while I'll just be like hunched over and using my like traps to pull, which is how I always did rows before. Not good. Kind of got. It was a compounding problem. I was just doing those exercises all wrong, and they were the ones that I needed to do the most.
Great! Awesome! Fine work! Fantastic! Fantastic! Perfect! Okay, increase your pace!
Oh yeah, King Cody. So the projects I was talking about back in 2019, yeah, there were 2 of them, and COVID basically canceled both of them. And then by the time that like 2 years later, when those things could have come around again, or like a year and a half later, it was just a different world, you know? The opportunities were put on hold, and then they just kind of evaporated over the course of time. So yeah, them's the breaks. But I've been yeah, I mean, COVID was a road bump kind of for everybody. I think it just took the momentum out of the world and a lot of stuff. But hey, that's fine. I've had a lot of fun in the meantime, and got to work on some other cool stuff instead. So, but yeah, I think a lot of the things people said about the future in 2019 didn't end up panning out. Dog Fifi, thank you for the sub. Love the idea of exercising and gaming. Keep up the great work. Oh, thank you. Yeah, this game's great. It carries over so many like video game mechanics and wraps a really good exercise layer over it as the input method. It's so wonderful.
Neat.
All right, well.
Good fight. Now turn your exercise into experience points with a victory pose. Charge your squat power, but don't overextend yourself. Release to victory!
I gotta remember to stay chin back as I go down on the squat. I usually go down a little low and then
IR
correct.
motion camera with the pad of your right thumb as shown. Measuring. Please do not move your thumb.
That like 80s action news music at the end. The synth stings. treasure there, though. Oh, there's quests? Oh, wait, I don't think I can do either of these. Guru gear. My PT therapist taught me to bow a very tiny bit and squat down as if you're going to sit in a chair to help not force your back. Okay. That makes sense to me. I'm gonna guess the bow forward is to get you to activate your core. Like, there. Now that's tight and working, and now you can, like, yeah. So that your body doesn't just be like, we're going down, what do we do? And then throw it on your back. That's pretty smart. Yeah, let's see. For me, like, it's that. Ooh. Like, my chin kind of comes forward because I feel like I need to look down. I can just... I actually feel like throwing my head forward does help my center of gravity stay over my feet a lot better. That's part of it. I also feel like at that point I'm used to having weight kind of drop on my shoulders, so I think that might be part of the tick. That's usually when you gotta kind of accept the weight of the bar. Oh, hey, what do you know? All right. Respect up.
All right, let's go. While pushing in on me, swing me down in front of your stomach. Great. Select a skill.
Ooh. I can work the angles yet again. Oh, I don't think I have the... I don't have any yoga smoothie class. Hinge pose though! I gotta do hinge. You tested this with a real BPM to see if it's accurate? I don't have one, so no. I don't know, it's just for fun, I guess. I never really... I just like seeing, like, if I know my heart's beating, like sometimes there's a sprint right before the end of a stage. It's fun to see how high it gets.
Hinge pose. Slowly bend.
Ah, crap!
You're
Bye.
moving a bit too.
Back. Gotta like, okay. It really wants to like calibrate. Then once it locks in, as that speeds up for the like termination of your motion, that's bot.
Slowly bend to the left. Slowly return to the starting position. If you can, try to look at the raised ring time. Okay, let's switch sides.
Before they heal most of this attack's damage? Can't if they're dead. Am I on track to like knock any of them out? I wasn't looking. That's not why I wanted to drink some green tea. I like how all the yoga items are calming. What a good Lord of Ring fit. Alright. Alright, Like Steph's desk is over there, so I don't want to bonk it.
Slowly bend to the right. Slowly return to the starting position. This movement can help relax your shoulders. With your legs bent slightly, squeeze. Lucky break. Okay, let's select the skills.
I want to do this one just to again roll out the shoulders. Realized I didn't seem to showing up. Put some water on myself. Yeah, we're doing it now. Hey, Uncle Onka. How am I doing? I'm doing good. Working out some demons. Feels good though. Things are starting to loosen up a little bit.
Overhead arm spin. Rotate the ring con around. Turn! 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 Good for working those upper arms. Turn! 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 Halfway there! Turn! 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 20 more! Turn! 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 10 more! Turn! 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 5 more! Turn! 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 Feels great to move your body,
So many
right?
turds. Whoa. I don't think I ever realized just how long that is. Whatever. Take it, Malachite Belldog. Came to the wrong part of town.
Great! You can jump a little higher by bending your knees more. Okay, good.
Oh boy. Oh. Game actually results in some improvement in quality of life. Physically, not only it being fun. It can be a factor in an improvement, sure. By itself, I would say that, like, you might notice something if you... It really depends on what you do and how you do it. Yeah, and I think it's going to depend a lot on diet, too. But, I think best case scenario for a, like, whole quality of life renovation is that it would just kick off a process where you begin to think more critically about the food that you eat and when and how and the activity level you might be at. Something like that. Yeah, like, nothing is gonna change everything. Normie, hello. Greetings from Chile. Well, greetings from Southern California. Been watching since Inside Gaming, huh? Nice. Thank you very much. Thank you for saying hi.
You can jump a little higher by bending your knees more. Great.
Yes, Pop-Tart. Thank you for the marketable moment. Yeah, if you liked Inside Gaming, Bruce and I are basically doing that again. Except now it's called Inside Games. So. And Action Man, you're working out too? Nice, nice. Yeah, I like to watch Twitch streams while working out. Nice distraction. Holy cow! Oh. Okay. The strap is too tight, it pops off. And if it's too loose, it slides down. So I have to find this, like, Goldilocks Velcro tightening setting. Yeah, it's the greatest thing I can say about it is that it's 100% legally distinct. Why? Because we said it out loud. And it's a matter of settled law, right? Oh, that doesn't go very far these days. While I am quite thick, the actual answer is that I'm wearing the shorts inside out. So the whippy part, the inside slick part, is on the outside. I've worn these shorts before, really ring fit, and it hasn't been an issue. This is user error for sure.
You got it! Nice!
Oh, I forgot to double my ingredients, oh no.
Keep pushing me in against your stomach. Oh!
Rabbit, thanks for the gift. Get that?
the skill.
I don't think I have a... It's a long one, I feel like.
Warrior 3.
See, I think I need to get some... No, I got some water.
Bend slowly. Perfect. Lower a little more. Slowly return to the starting position. This is a great exercise to work your abs. Bend a little more. Bend a little more. Bend a little more. Bend slowly. Bend a little more. Bend slowly. Bend slowly.
Ben, worry about it.
Bend slowly. Bend slowly.
Hey.
Bend a little more. And return. Okay, let's switch sides. Don't forget to switch legs.
I gotta take a break.
Bend slowly.
Yeah, huh, sure.
Bend slowly.
How's everybody doing today?
Bend slowly.
Good, I hope.
Bend slowly.
Are we... This legit a good workout? Yeah, I think so. I think so. I mean, it's got a difficulty setting, which basically gauges the amount of reps you have to do. But it's a lot if you scale. I'm playing on the hardest difficulty here. Yeah, it is a challenge. It is, I think, the hardest. I guess Beat Saber probably caps out above this, but Beat Saber's not really meant to be a fitness game, or isn't like created that way. Like DDR, you know. This is definitely the hardest like focused fitness game I've played. You're playing Divinity Original Sin 2 with a buddy. That's awesome. I wanted to do that. Need to try to recruit some people.
Bend slowly. Slowly return to the starting position. Ideally, this pose should be shaped like the letter T.
Alright, one more.
Excellent!
Get that herb. Inspired my wife and I to pick this game up. Yeah! Just want something active and fun to do together. This is awesome.
Keep squeezing. skill and attack. Hinge Pose.
Better work on the others. Rounds. Oh, Pure Copper. Right. Pure Copper, thank you very much for the sub. Like a magician.
Slowly bend to the left. Slowly return to the starting position. Make sure both arms are vertical to the floor when raised. You should feel it in your stomach, not your arms. Keep going. Select a skill.
Now what? Try to tree pose on this Nautilus over here. This is the real gamer T-pose.
Tree pose.
Like a fitness intervention video for gamers. I walk in, flip the chair around. Let me tell you about a T-pose you need to do. The tree pose. I need to get some water. Yeah, damn. These were so hard last time. Okay, hydro's up. We getting hydrated? Ooh. Okay. This means at least 2 more turns, probably 3. Damn, I'm gonna start getting really weak on these poses. I can feel it. My legs are getting wobbly. I'm gonna start flopping over. So, get ready. I guess get ready with a clip button. It's gonna be pretty rad if I just like bail into the ground and knock myself out. Somebody has to promise to sub if I crack my skull open on a live stream, okay? Doesn't have to be you, whoever's listening to this, but somebody has to gift a sub if my brains leak out. That's the new game for the stream. You legit almost die, I'll sub. All right, deal. Got a deal. Yeah, no actual die. That would be. Yeah, if I actually died, that would just be tasteless. So, like, you have to see the paramedics come in and be like, he's alive. And then ding! Wow!
Slowly bend to the left. This should work your lower body. Slowly return to the starting position. Okay, let's switch sides. Don't forget to switch legs.
Like it's pudding. Actually wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. I guess Warrior 3 and Tree Pose must... different stabilization muscles in the leg or something? The mystery! No one has the answers to these questions. How tall am I? Well, let's see. On a good day, 6'0". On a day where I'm not wearing shoes, 5'11". So I'm like maybe like 1 inch above normal. Just a little dash. But I'm not a gargantuan. 6'4". Whew. One of the big ones. Let's see. Right. Okay.
Slowly bend to the right. Don't let your raised foot touch your supporting leg's knee. Slowly return to the starting position.
Too much.
Well done!
Leg was vibrating by the end there.
You should feel it in your stomach when you breathe out. Be sure to stay hydrated.
I'm gonna use these vacation moves. This one's actually pretty good because it's like, for me, it's more shoulder mobility. It is a core workout, but
Seated ring raise.
it works.
Raise and lower your arms. Raise up, lower down, 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 raise up, lower down. Exhale as you lower the ring. Lower down, raise up, lower down, raise up, lower down, raise up, lower down. Halfway there. Raise up, lower down, raise up, lower down, raise up. Lower down, raise up, lower down, 20 more. Raise up, lower down, raise up, lower down, raise up, lower down, raise up, lower down, 10 more. Raise up, lower down, raise up, 5 more. Raise up, lower down. You made it! Stand up. No need to rush though. With your legs bent slightly, squeeze. A tough one, but you can do it.
Serpente, or serpentake. Hey, my skull is still firmly in my brain. But thank you for the sub anyway. You did go on the floor, so I'll fall through. Oh, well, thank you. That is a chat member with integrity right there. Thank you very much.
Okay, let's move. Bend your hands slightly for more force. Fantastic! Sharp! Fine work! Perfect! Excellent! Keep it up! Neat! Good job! Well done! Very nice! Amazing! Fantastic! Excellent! Nice! Fantastic! Okay! Great job! Go drink some water.
Haven't been present for one of the Ring Fit streams since back when you'd keep images of Russian dudes who pump themselves full of synthol on screen. Yeah, I miss those guys. I think I still have that image somewhere. Glad to see those stopped appearing. You're gonna tell me that wasn't a stream draw? That in the thumbnail, kind of puffed up boys looking great? Come on. Billboard, baby! You gotta put the meat on display. Well, I guess more the like swollen body tissue. No, it is the actual muscles that swell, right? Oh, hell yeah, I can buy another skill. Hell yeah, bro. Literal level up. Ah, my god. I don't know what to buy anymore. I don't know. I guess this would be good. Yeah, it's just kind of like... These question marks are so alluring, though. What could they be? I guess I'm closest to this one. Let's see what an empath question mark is. Sure, yeah. Wait. Oh! That one's really difficult. I really like it though. This one hits a lot of the like mobility struggles that I have. Kind of like properly using my lower back, properly using my glutes, calves, keeping my shoulders rolled back. Oh yeah, it's not done yet.
Outstanding! Awesome work. Awesome.
Oh no! Metal up there. Oh.
Good. Doing great.
Salient Punk, thank you for the sub. Dr. Bittner, you walked in on Special Elite Ultra training. We're fighting Cell in 6 months, so we're preparing.
Drop your hips. Victory!
All that for 100 calories. As Salient Punk, I am acquiring muscles, always. exactly, Bacon Pirates. Measure how many calories you are burning by simply existing? Well, no, but that's just part of your daily caloric intake. The sum 2000 or whatever? The USDA, I guess.
Let's begin our static stretching.
I guess like a
You won't
Fitbit
need
would,
the
right?
ring
Or an
con.
Apple Watch?
Be mindful of your body and stretch within the range of your ability. Use your right hand to pull back the fingers of your left hand. While arching back your left wrist, stretch your left arm forward. Now do the same on the opposite side. Take care not to bend the elbow of the arm you're extending. Bring yourself back slowly. Raise both arms and pull down on your left elbow. Stretch your upper arms while pulling your elbow downward. Now do the same on the opposite side. Stretch slowly and don't hold your breath. Bring yourself back slowly. Join your hands together in front of you. With your palms facing out, stretch out your back. Bring yourself back slowly. Put your right leg forward and put your hands on your hips. Bend your right knee and stretch out your left calf. Now switch legs. Shift your center of balance forward and stretch out the opposite side. Bring yourself back slowly. Widen your stance, place your hands on your knees, and drop your hips. Rotate your left shoulder inward and extend your left hip joint. Return to facing forward. Now stretch your right hip joint too. Be sure not to let your knees bend inward. Bring yourself back slowly. And your stretching is complete. Good job.
Good job, everybody. Good job. Hey, nice work. Let's see the tip of the day. I can eat as many vegetables as I want, right? Should always eat foods in moderation. You can eat as many vegetables as you want because they're low in calories, right? Wrong, Timmy. Turns out some vegetables, like potatoes, sweet potatoes, corn, pumpkin, and tomatoes, have a higher sugar content than others. Vegetables that are rich in fiber, such as spinach, cabbage, lettuce, and other leafy greens, may be healthier choices. Boom. Even your vegetables are wrong. Also set your alarm. See ya. Man. Fitness is great. Never-ending journey. Okay. I'm going to take a break to take a shower so that I can be fresh and shaven. Look at this. Little punished Lawrence going on here. So I'll be back. I'll be ready to play Fallout New Vegas. That's what's coming up. Modded, natural Fallout New Vegas. Doing that for actually a couple hours, and then it's also raid night. So moving on to a savage raid in Final Fantasy XIV. Real endgame stuff, high-level tactics. No goofing. No horsing around. Just pure elite gameplay. As always on the stream. Okay, I'll be back. See you guys soon.
A great